Hi again, fam. Welcome back to The Code. We are deep in our Relationship Goals series. Today, we need to talk about the gray area. You know what I mean. You aren't dating, but you aren't not dating. You're talking. You're hanging out. You're just vibing. It's the situationship. It's that awkward zone where you act like a couple in private, but in public, you're just friends. You have all the benefits of a relationship with none of the commitment. It feels safe because there are no labels, but here is the hard truth. Ambiguity is the enemy of intimacy. If you don't know where you stand, you can't stand firm. You spend all your energy decoding texts and overthinking emojis instead of building something real. Today, we are decoding why kingdom love requires a label. Let's check this with the source code. We need to see why God hates confusion and loves clarity. Topic 1. The soft launch glitch. Check out Matthew 5:37 NLT. Jesus gives us the golden rule for communication. Just say a simple yes, I will, or no, I won't. Anything beyond this is from the evil one. The breakdown. Yes or no. Jesus didn't give us an option for maybe or let's see where it goes. We love the situationship because we love the option. We want to keep our options open just in case someone better slides into the DMs. We want to soft launch the relationship so if it fails, we don't look stupid. But Jesus says ambiguity comes from the evil one. Why? Because the enemy thrives in the gray. If someone can't give you a clear yes, if they can't define the relationship, DTR, then it's a no. Kingdom goals require boldness. If they're too scared to claim you, they aren't ready to keep you. Lesson 2. The anxiety generator. Now, let's talk about how this affects your mental health. 1 Corinthians 14:33, NLT. For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace. The breakdown. Not a God of disorder or confusion. Situationships are pure disorder. Does he like me? Why does she leave me on red? Are we exclusive? That constant anxiety, that knot in your stomach, that is not from God. Let me share a quick story here. It is a true story. I found it challenging when a member of my church choir narrated to me how much she loved this young man who obviously had several other girls hanging around him. I never met him, but obviously he must be really charming and a college football captain to boot. He and his friends threw wild parties all the time. A lot of the times, police gets involved. Their parents are really wealthy and they both somehow get the children of the jail route from police shackles a lot of the time. The young girl certainly has little criminality in her system, but being found in this group every time was becoming an embarrassment for the parents. My cold counsel, I call it cold because my personal emotions are not involved, and emotional hurt is more difficult to manage than a physical wound. I recognize that. If a relationship costs you your peace, it's too expensive. God's signature is peace. When God brings two people together, there is clarity, there is a plan, always. If you are constantly confused about where you stand, you are standing on quicksand, not the rock. Topic 3. The roster versus the one. Finally, look at the language of love in Song of Solomon 2:16 NLT. My lover is mine and I am his. The breakdown. Mine. That is the language of ownership and exclusivity. It's not my lover is mine and also texting 3 other people just in case. Culture tells you to have a roster. Keep a bench of players so you never get lonely. Kingdom culture tells you to have a covenant. Covenant means I am all in. It means I'm deleting the apps. I'm closing the DMs. I'm focused on you. You can't build deep intimacy if you're spreading your attention across a roster. Depth requires focus. If you want a kingdom goal relationship, you have to be willing to cut the roster and commit to the process. The conclusion. So here is the wrap-up for handling relationship ambiguity. A situationship is just a fancy word for fear of commitment. Demand the DTR. Define the relationship. If they run away when you ask for clarity, let them run. Peace is the proof. If you're confused, it's not God. Cut the roster. You can't find the one if you are entertaining the many. Stop settling for talking and hold out for covenant. That's it for the situationship. Next week, we're going to talk about something heavy, soul ties. We're going to talk about why it's so hard to get over that one ex and how to actually break free. If you're ready to delete the maybe from your life, drop a check mark in the comments. This is Noah Omolabi. Stay weird, stay faithful. Peace.